Hi there everyone, welcome to the first episode of my flight simulator flights. There'll be just some videos of short flights. This one is from Canberra to Sydney YSCB to YSSY. I won't be talking too much through these videos. I will just hop in and say what I need to say at various points and then hopefully just enjoy the flight. At the moment we're sitting at the runway at Canberra, and I will just set up the plane for takeoff and then get some clearance. So stay with me and I hope you enjoy the flight. As you can see, I've just added or opened Cockpit Commander, which is basically like an autopilot. It's a really useful little tool and I like using it. So let's just set up the runway heading here at 347. Let's just put that in our heading. As you can see, there's our heading there. Turn that on, set our speed at about 250 knots again there, and now let's go to air traffic control. Let's put our RTO on and let's set some flaps. Just get some sound here. There we go, bit of sound, bit of flaps. Set our flaps to 5, as you can see here. Now let's go over to ATC.
Canberra clearance delivery. Qantas 1 Heavy IFR to Sydney, ready to cut.
Qantas 1 Heavy is cleared to Sydney Airport is filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 6,000. Departure frequency is 124.5, squawk 3417.
Qantas 1 Heavy cleared at Sydney Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 6,000. Departure on 124.5, squawk 3417.
Qantas 1 Heavy, read that correct. Contact ground on 121.7.
What I just did there was move our ATC menu out of the way onto another screen so it doesn't impede our view, and I will just set our altitude at 6,000. There we go, altitude 6,000, and we're pretty much ready to go. So let's get taxi clearance here.
Ground, Qantas 1 Heavy with Yankee, ready to Qantas 1 Heavy, taxi to and hold short at runway 35, via taxiway runway 17. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready. Taxiing, hold short runway 35, via taxiway runway 17. Qantas 1 Heavy.
Okay, what I've done is I've moved Cockpit Commander to another screen and ATC, and got rid of our instrument panel, so we can just have a look around the plane. As you can see, very nice 747. Let's have a look here. Nice view from there, our wing view and our cockpit view, and that's just looking straight ahead, and we're ready to take off. I'm going to pretty much stop talking now and get the flight underway, and again, hope you enjoy it.
Canberra Tower, Qantas 1 Heavy, ready to go. Runway 35, IFR to Sydney. Qantas 1 Heavy, cleared for takeoff. Runway 35. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 35. Qantas 1 Heavy. Qantas 1 Heavy. Contact Canberra departure on 124.5. 124.5 for Qantas 1 Heavy. Canberra departure. Qantas 1 Heavy is climbing through 2,900 for 6,000.
Qantas 1 Heavy, Canberra departure, roger, altimeter 2992. Qantas 1 Heavy, turn right heading 050, resume on navigation, climb and maintain 6,000.
Turn right heading 050, resume on navigation, climb and maintain 6,000. Qantas 1 Heavy.
Qantas 1 Heavy, turn right heading 080.
Turn right heading 080. Qantas 1 Heavy.
Okay, so we are now at 6,000 feet, and I will increase our cruising speed to about 300 knots initially and bring the flaps up.
Qantas 1 Heavy, turn left heading 045, resume on navigation.
Turn left heading 045, resume on navigation. Qantas 1 Heavy.
Qantas 1 Heavy, contact Melbourne Center on 133.15.
Going to 133.15, Qantas 1 Heavy. Melbourne Center, Qantas 1 Heavy, with you.
Qantas 1 Heavy, Melbourne Center, roger. Altimeter 2992.
Just checking out our instrument panel now. We've cleaned up the plane. Our flaps are up. Our brakes are up to off from takeoff. Here we have, which I really like, this particular display. As you can see, it has a nice range, and I can see we're headed for Wollongong. From Wollongong we'll make a slight left to Sydney, runway 34 left, and I'll come back when we get a bit closer to our destination.
Qantas 1 Heavy, you are 82 miles southwest, turn right heading 045. Expect vectors ILS, runway 34, left approach.
Turn right heading 045, expect vectors ILS, runway 34, left approach. Qantas 1 Heavy.
Okay, so let's set ourselves up for the ILS approach, and what we will do.
Qantas 1 Heavy, contact Nowra approach on 123.5.
123.5 for Qantas 1 Heavy.
What we will do, is we'll set ourselves up. So nav 1 is 110.1 for 34 left. Just put that in, and our course is 335. Put that in, and what we will do is then set up our GPS. Here we go. Set that up for 34 left. Select our approach, 34 left. Okay, so there we go, we're good to go. So we'll pick up the ILS frequency as we get a bit closer. So see you in a little bit. At the moment we're about 57 nautical miles from Sydney, just about to head over Wollongong. Just trying to keep the video as short as I can, so that's why I've
contact Sydney approach on 124.55.
just acknowledged that.
124.55 for Qantas 1 heavy.
Okay, just tune to Sydney approach and let them know we're on our way.
Qantas 1 heavy with you. Qantas 1 heavy, Sydney approach. Roger. Altimeter 29992.
Okay, so yeah, so that's why I've been sort of pausing the video and just getting little snippets here and there to make it a more enjoyable video, I hope. So yeah, see you in a little bit. This is quite a nice shot coming over Wollongong, so I just thought I would get a little bit of this footage. Here we are at the moment, just turning just past Wollongong, getting ready to line up for the approach on runway 34 left for Sydney YSSY. Again, here is a nice shot of us just south of 34 left. We are about 23 nautical miles from Sydney.
Qantas 1 heavy, you are 30 miles south, turn left, heading 005, descend and maintain 4000, cleared ILS, runway 34, left approach, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Contact Sydney Tower on 124.7. Turn left, heading 005, descend and maintain 4000, cleared ILS, runway 34, left approach, maintain 4000 until established. Tower on 124.7. Qantas. Sydney Tower, Qantas 1 heavy is 28 miles south, inbound ILS, runway 34, left approach. Qantas 1 heavy, Sydney Tower, fly straight in, runway 34, left, altimeter 29992. Fly straight in, runway 34, left, Qantas 1 heavy.
So there we go, we've got our clearance to fly straight in, and at the moment we're just turned onto our heading and hopefully pick up the ILS, and I'll be back when we pick that signal up. At the moment we can see Sydney over here. We've just picked up our ILS. We're about 12.5 nautical miles from the runway, and as you can see we're turning onto the runway here. Just get a different view from the cockpit as we turn, and we will just capture that glide slope. And enjoy the landing.
tower, airwave 3834, ready for IFR departure, runway 34 left. Airwave 3834, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left, airwave 3834.
$2,500.
Qantas 1 Heavy, cleared to land, runway 34 left. Cleared to land, runway 34 left. Qantas 1 Heavy. Airwave 3834, contact Sydney departure on 124.55. 124.55, airwave 3834.
$1,000. $500. Approaching minimums. Minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Qantas 1 Heavy, exit runway when able. Qantas 1 Heavy, turn next taxiway.
Okay, so not a bad landing at all in into Sydney YSSY. Now we'll just taxi to a gate, and that's where our flight will end. So let's just taxi onto a gate, and I'll be back with you then.
Contact tower on 124.7 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 34 left. Using taxiway Golf 1 Hotel Alpha 6 World Travel 3246.
So there you have it, and we are landed at Sydney. Our parking brakes are now on, and we'll open up a few doors and kill these engines and be back then. All engines off. And there we have it. At Sydney Airport, successful flight from Canberra. I hope you enjoyed the flight. It was my first one, so hopefully as I make more they'll get a little bit better. But again, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Please press the like button and subscribe if you like. Thank you. Till next time. See you then.